Get my sounds. Get my sounds prep just in case. All right, folks. It is currently 39 degrees out. Feels like 34.
Lying to us.
Wind is making it feel colder. We're
back. LOG.
I've been having some dreams. I haven't had it recently, but it is definitely recurring. And I just wanted to talk about it because it's weird.
Okay.
And you know how like everybody says, oh, every dream has a meaning?
Sure.
You've heard that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so...
Don't buy into it, but yeah.
I don't either, because what does it mean when you have a dream where you're driving your car, but you're steering it from the back seat?
I don't know. I think that's just I don't know. Yeah.
And it's kind of stressful, you know, because you got like that headrest in front of you, and I'm like, oh my god, you know, a cop's gonna look over and be like, why is this guy steering from the back and pull me over? I don't know how I'm using the pedals. That's question has not been answered. But
well, I don't think you're alone in the fact that oftentimes dreams don't really make sense.
Yeah. No, of course not.
I think you're just thinking way too hard into it. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm not trying to decipher it. It's just, you know, it's happened more than once.
All right. No.
I just don't know. Whatever.
Good for you.
Let's talk about urinals. Life of guidelines. We're getting right into it. When you use a public bathroom, we're all familiar with the urinal, I hope. If you're not, it doesn't apply to you. All right. Unwritten rule, but I'm sure everybody knows it. The neighborhood rule. You don't go in the one directly next to someone.
Right.
You know, there's always an exception, you know, if it's packed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but that's a given.
I still, even if it is packed, I try to find a stall. A
corner. Oh, yeah.
Or yeah, one, like the one on the end.
I was just going to say just in the corner. But yeah, that's good. It's good on you.
No, haven't done that one yet.
Another interesting one. Let me get your thought on this. Again, I feel like it's kind of a given, but you got to go over it. No matter how bad you might want to look, you don't.
What did he say?
You don't not even a peek to the side. You just straight ahead. You focus on what you're doing.
What are we talking about?
When you're, you know.
Why did you have to bring that up?
All right. You've never thought like, I wonder what this guy's.
No, not really. Honestly, I don't. I'm trying to focus on myself when I'm in that moment.
Good for you. That's what we're there for.
Because when you got some random guy standing next to you, it takes a lot of concentration to, you know, do what you're doing. I'm not really worrying about that. Yeah. That's an interesting one, Gio.
Thank you. You never worried that they're looking at you?
No, not really.
Well, that's all I had for that.
Okay. That's an interesting way to kick off episode 3.
I want to do I had a talk with my mom over the weekend.
Wow,
the phone.
What a transition.
Yeah, and that's why I did it like that.
Okay.
Because that's exactly what this is about. So.
Oh, wow.
It's about.
Did you guys finally have the talk?
It's about. Yeah.
Wow,
about
that is great.
How to properly behave in a bathroom. So.
Not what I was talking about.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. So transitions, segues in conversation. That's why I brought this up. Because she told me, I'm not going to, no details about these stories because they're not mine to tell, but she told me 2 just horribly tragic stories. Right?
Okay.
And then right when she ended the second one, she goes, yeah, and anyways, I just took down all my fall decorations. Now I'm going to start putting up my...
Yeah, just tried to like slide it in there, like.
I'm like, what the hell? She's like, what? I'm like, nice segue.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it makes sense. I guess it runs in the family. No, obviously.
It does. Yeah. That's What do you got for us, my man?
I got Bears games.
Oh, God.
We work them. I work them.
Yeah.
Not you. Kind of, higher class upbringing. You probably don't need to provide as much as myself.
I don't know about that, but all right.
You drive around a GT. Anyways, so first of all, about the Bears themselves,
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily love watching them,
That's fair.
but from the glimpses I see from manning the escalator on the north side of the United Club,
Noble work.
I found them very exciting to watch in the past 2 games.
Hell yeah.
And that is a lot to do with Justin Fields.
Right. Quarterback.
Yeah, that guy is electric. And that's all I'd like to say about that. Working
Thank you,
wise.
Forrest Gump.
Actually, sorry, let me back up. Fan wise. Cut. Fan wise. Do not be
Hammered.
well, sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing. If you go to like a public place, especially Bears games, and the people in this club, you got to pay like extra to get into this part of the stadium. So these people are probably paying easily maybe $200 a ticket. And I see a lot of them have absolutely no clue where they're at because they are 15 beers deep at
10 a.m.
10:15 in the morning.
Yeah, it's brutal.
So you won't ever catch me doing that. Number one, probably because you won't ever catch me at a Bears game.
Willingly.
Yeah, willingly. Also, don't be a, hey, let's try to beat traffic
Oh, God.
kind of person. That's
Talking
my life of guideline. Don't be, I know I'm jumping into it early.
No, you're good.
Don't be a let's leave in the third quarter
Yeah.
kind of person. I hate those kinds of people because from my mindset, again, going back to buying the ticket, you pay all this money to watch half the game.
Leave before you even know how it ends.
3/4 of the game, yeah. And, we'll listen to it on the radio on the way back, and we'll catch the end of the game on TV at home. You could have caught the entire game on your TV for free. Like, you just drove all the way up to the stadium. Usually they're big cities where most of the teams are at, and you just don't stay the entire game. I don't get it. Even if your team is getting pummeled, I'm not leaving until after the final horn sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have my mother and father to thank for that because they just
It's a proud upbringing right
that's
there.
how I was brought up.
Yeah. Tip your cap.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I had this one guy come up to me, and his wife walked kind of like out the exit doors. I'm on the 3rd floor, so you can walk out kind of on the balcony if people want to walk outside, catch a view of the lake or whatever. And this guy does not walk out with his wife. He comes over to me and says, "Hey man, you should pretend to not let her back in. Be like, hey, you can't get back in." He's like laughing. And he goes, "Man, you probably got a real bad job." And I'm just kind of like, "Okay, man, yeah." He's like, you ever get any crazies around here?"
I'm looking at one guy.
And I literally go, I'm like, "Yeah, every once in a while you get that drunk guy that comes up to you and you just kind of nod and agree with him until he walks away and he just goes, yeah, man, I bet. So where are you from?" And I'm just like, all right, this guy's just not getting the hint at all. Like I could not be more explicit.
Yeah.
And
besides just telling him, "Hey man,
Yeah.
you suck."
And then he asked me 3 more questions and then walks away. "Hey man, have a good day." Like, yeah, you too.
let his wife.
Go ahead. Yeah, I just left his wife. His wife's still outside. She hasn't come back in
Did you
yet.
let her back in, though?
No. I don't even remember her walking back in. I honestly don't even know if it was the guy's wife and he was just saying that. But yeah. Some funny...
You meet some characters there, man.
Oh, yeah. I had 2 weeks ago against the Dolphins.
Miami.
I had this probably 11, 12-year-old come up to me. And, he's all excited, Looks like it might be his first Bears game. He's like, Dolphins or Bears? And I turn to him and I'm like, Dolphins! And he's just like... he just walks away. Just all upset in his Khalil Mack jersey that he probably just bought. Well, his parents bought.
Crush that kid's day, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty awful.
It's tough. It's tough. Well, hey, sometimes you got to teach him the hard way.
You got to set his standards, though.
Yeah,
you gotta
exactly.
know. He's got to know.
You got to know that you're setting yourself up for failure.
You're going to a Bears
going to
game,
these Bears
kid.
games. Yeah.
Like, he's got to know. Yeah, so you did him a service there, I'd say.
I believe so.
Yeah.
What about you? Anything you'd like to chime in about Bears games? Have you ever been to one? As a fan?
No.
No.
I was, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but smart enough to never buy a ticket to a Bears game.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I also don't understand the whole tailgating. Okay. Tailgating, I could understand, doing it, once, maybe twice a year, just, the experience. That's good and fun. But, like...
Some of these people look like professionals, man.
Yeah.
Like it's their job.
Yeah. I've seen people with literal school buses painted the Bears colorway.
Yeah.
And it's the same bus I see every time walking into the stadium.
They pop open the back. They got TVs.
Yeah, they're there at 7:30 in the morning.
They live in. They're probably there last night, the night before.
They're there at 7:30 in the morning, and they probably don't leave until like 6 p.m.
They might not ever leave.
Probably not. That would be a good assumption.
Things probably just bolted into the ground there.
It is crazy. And again, do it every now and then, experience. I'm sure it's fun.
Yeah. Don't even go into the stadium.
But I just can't imagine doing it over and over.
Every 2 weeks, yeah.
Especially now when it's becoming like 25 degrees out.
Well, it feels like.
Yeah, and the feels like is 15. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Not me. No thanks.
You mentioned the beating the traffic people earlier.
I did.
I got a suggestion to talk about traffic.
Okay.
Which sounds kind of boring. I'm not going to lie to you guys, but
No.
I've thought a lot about traffic.
Okay.
Given how much time I spend driving. Got about an hour commute.
Makes sense.
And did you know that traffic man-made?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, obviously it's man.
Yeah.
We could have no traffic, but it's because of the way people drive that there is traffic. Like if everybody cooperated, there wouldn't be any traffic.
Yeah.
Barring accidents, constructions, whatever. But most of the times, it's just people either driving drastically different speeds or like cutting each other off, and you have to slam on the brakes.
Yeah.
Because you think about it,
It's a whole butterfly causes the tornado kind of thing.
Well, that, minus the time travel, but yeah.
Okay.
Are we talking about the same thing?
I don't know. Just
Like
keep talking about traffic. Don't dive too deep into it.
So, you take this one guy, he cuts another guy off in the left lane. The other guy slams on the brakes. Guy behind this guy, he's switching his song because Katy Perry just came on. No hard feelings, Katy Perry. Slams on the brakes. Guy behind him, he's not looking, looks up, slams on the brakes even harder. chain reaction, boom, 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 boom. And then you're back there 2.5 miles looking at brake lights.
It goes down the line, yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually, right, and, the Apple Maps, it's got that red line with the traffic, and then it just turns blue where that started. Then everybody's just...
Right.
Man-made.
Yeah. And one thing I will say is whenever I'm a passenger and we get stuck in traffic, specifically on the highway, I always, as soon as we get into the traffic, I think to myself, all right, I'm going to pay attention and see what is causing all this. And I don't ever get an answer.
You always just forget about it, or you just never know?
Sometimes I forget, but then sometimes there's just nothing.
Just
out of the
stops.
blue, someone, it's like we're going
the
70
speed.
miles an hour again. And it's like, whoa, when did we get back to normalcy?
Yeah.
So, something to think about.
To the viewers out there, I know it's boring, but practice a safe following distance and use your signals.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of embarrassed about the whole checking to your left and right on the urinal. You think we keep that in, or do you think I would look really weird?
I thought that was a little weird.
Yeah, maybe we skip past that. We'll editing. What are you thinking, Meat Car? What do you think about that?
About what?
The whole urinal thing?
It was funny.
Okay.
I'd keep it. I think the awkwardness when he started talking about looking at dudes' dicks was fucking awesome.
All right.
Look at that.
Boom,
baby.
We gotta.
Not because he liked to look at dudes' dicks, but because of your reaction. It's gonna be Sean. That's the funny part.
Why you gotta do that, man?
Well, yeah, it often is. Sometimes you just gotta. I mean, they don't hand these things out to just anybody.
Meat Car, I'm getting tired of you dumping on me, man.
As
I am.
I'd like to mention this.
Are you jealous?
This is just
I don't know.
I'm jealous of
all my hard work paying off,
You're what?
well,
and finally,
Oh, thanks, man.
I've achieved this goal of top of the mountain.
Are you still talking, guy?
And
Holy shit! All right, I want to
Man.
talk about birthdays.
this is a
Go on the pod.
great achievement for me.
Life of guidelines. We're talking birthdays.
Cut again.
You hid my sound button. I can't see what they...
Well, there was a reason for that.
Okay, so everybody's got one. Comes once a year.
What, a birthday?
Correct.
Oh, yeah, I'd agree with that statement.
Mine just passed. We are accepting fan mail, birthday, send it to the P.O. Box. Do we have a P.O. Box?
Probably not.
Meat Car, can we get that, get that in the works? Stay tuned. So, what I want to talk about for birthdays, similar to our Halloween talk, trick-or-treating, is the cutoff. Because
Okay.
I'm no fun. And I thought about this quite a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard to describe exactly the kind of party in which I think should have a cutoff. But if you think about when you were younger, you'd have a big party, you'd invite all your friends from school, right? Maybe your parents would rent out or reserve like a Chuck E. Cheese or something. Or do you remember Pump It Up?
Oh, 100%.
Oh my God, that
every
was
birthday from the ages of 5 to 11
Yeah, roughly.
were at
Ballpark.
Pump It Up,
and it
or
was
Jump Zone.
electric.
What the hell is Pump It Up?
Cut. Not supposed to talk back there.
I just want.
Just nods. Somebody get him a whiteboard. God.
Let's be sure to cut that first.
Oh, we're leaving it all in, baby. Birthdays. So yeah, you get exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Pump It Up.
That doesn't go into high school.
No. Oh, God, no. That
Right.
probably doesn't even go into middle school.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, Pump It Up, specifically, yeah, it doesn't go into middle school.
yeah.
But that kind of thing, that kind of party arrange, and all your friends bring you a gift, that doesn't go into high school.
Mm-hmm.
I could
Right,
see it.
yeah.
I could see it in middle school, right? Maybe a little smaller scale.
Middle school, Definitely smaller scale.
Maybe like at your house.
At
your
your
parents
house.
throw something together. You got a pool or something.
Yeah,
That's easy.
But it's not like you're having, your entire grade over.
Yeah, no.
Or,
You get your friends. You start,
Right.
The cliques start forming.
It's probably maybe 5 to 8 of your closest friends just over at the house for a sleepover or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you got.
Maybe you guys go find something to do.
Ghost
like
in the graveyard
laser
action.
tag.
Oh my god.
Laser tag.
You want to go?
It's legit.
Do you want to go play some? You down for that?
Not with you.
Why? So you'll spend an hour in here sitting and talking with me, but you won't take me with laser tag.
No.
Don't say it.
Cut. Yep.
I don't want to go laser tagging with him anyway.
Yeah.
Alex, would you like to go play
laser tag? It'd be too easy. It'd really just be too easy. Yeah.
Yeah, all right, guy. Now, my feelings are hurt.
Well, just trying to humble you.
No, you're just being mean. Speaking of being mean, social media.
Okay.
What are your thoughts about it? Technology, social media, everything, effects on people.
Well, as I said in
Previous
previous episode,
Yeah.
I've deleted TikTok. I've deleted my Instagram. But actually, Instagram, that's not 100% true. I deleted it off my home screen. There's still a way where I can get into the app.
Okay.
Which I do
Regularly.
too often now.
Okay.
I just don't like it because I was spending way too much time on it, and I would be spending 5 hours a day on my phone, and I did not like that.
Yeah.
And a large part of that was because of
The medias.
Instagram and
Yep.
TikTok, stuff like that. Yeah, it's really.
So let me ask you this. So there's obviously, you spend a lot of time on there,
Mm-hmm.
and that in and of itself is, reason enough to, right? Just how much time you spent on there. But how did you feel when you were on there for a long time? Did you feel like wow, sitting here on these apps makes me feel great? Maybe because a lot of
I mean, sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Especially, and it would mostly be TikTok because you'd find some of the funniest videos on there.
Right.
But yeah,
Okay. Well, I myself have also.
Why do you want to talk about your feelings? This is a safe place.
Not when you're condescending
You
like
can
that.
do it.
Don't
You can do it.
patronize me.
I believe in you.
I want to throw this mic through your face. Through your face. Through it. I deleted Snapchat and Instagram.
Big.
I download them once a week when we release the podcast, shoot the promotions out there, and then gone again.
Okay.
Because, like yourself, a lot of time wasted in there.
Mm-hmm.
And because this is a safe space, I did feel kind of shitty when I was on them for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I understand that. Like those days where you wouldn't necessarily have much to do,
Mm-hmm.
and you go on again Instagram or something, and then you look at the clock and you've been on your phone for like 2.5 hours straight, and it's just kind of like, oh wow,
It's depressing.
I really just wasted my day on Instagram.
Right.
But yeah, it's not even a new wave. It's just the wave of today. That's the world we live in.
Yeah, and it's super unfortunate. And to get into some of the science behind it, if you're interested in that, it doesn't matter because I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
But when you use said apps, say you post a picture on Instagram, you're really feeling it, right? And you look great.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one you took on vacation.
Oh, yeah, I did. My little cousins.
You see the likes flowing in?
Awesome.
You see the likes flowing in, right? Dopamine. Boom, 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 boom. You're lighting up, man.
Yeah.
You're on cloud 9. And then it's gone. You know, day 2 later, post is dead. Lost all heat. Then you crash. It's like, well, now I'm upset. And you're not upset because anything's wrong. It's just because you were used to that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, your body gets used to the constant reinforcement from the apps.
Yeah.
And then, you know, without it, it's like, well, now I'm sad for no reason.
Yeah. Damn, man.
Does that hit home for you at all?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's basically just think of when you look at your phone and you have a text message versus when you look at your phone and you don't.
Yeah, and except the difference being when you...
It's about 95 to 5 percentile.
95 being nothing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the difference is...
like ESPN telling me that, you know...
That's the worst, man. I get like a Chipotle, hey, guac mode verified. I'm like...
Yeah, you know... But, my best friend on Snapchat is Team Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah, we're rolling steady with about 3.5 year streak.
That's awesome, man. I'm happy for you.
They just wished me a happy Veterans Day. So, you know, that made my week.
Yeah. Definitely. I didn't even know.
It was awesome.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah. They'll do streaks with you.
No kidding.
Yeah. It's great. It's great.
What was I going to say?
Team Snapchat and Luke Ketchum. Those are my two go-tos on Snap.
Shout out Luke Ketchum. Today's video sponsor, unofficial, of course. And Tomato Pete.
Yeah. No love for Katniss?
Yeah, it's the next episode.
Okay.
Those are animals. Tomato Pete's a cat. Katniss is a dog. I was gonna say something.
So do it.
Related to... Oh, yeah, the 95 to 5 thing.
Mm-hmm.
The difference being, once you, like, remove yourself from all the social medias and stuff and you're not getting notifications all the time, you get used to not, like, seeing anything. You know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool. Kind of just, like...
I do think it is a good way to just unplug and not constantly be on your phone.
Right.
That is one benefit that I'm actually very happy about.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm not, you know, every 2 seconds looking at my phone.
Right.
So, yeah.
Let's make that the new wave.
Not looking at our phones?
Just unplugging. I like that. I like that term. Unplug.
I'll let you use it.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Trademark Shonaholic. I forget. Shoot, dude.
What age did you get your first phone?
That's a really good question. It was... I'm going to ballpark it. It was in middle school, around 5th, 6th grade. So what is that, like 12, 11-ish?
Yeah, that's probably right around there. Yeah.
And it was one of those... It's like one of those like BlackBerry-looking things, like with the big keypad at the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of an oblong shape, rounded rectangle kind of thing.
Yep. I got a track phone when I was, I think, in 6th grade. And I'll be honest, I was a brat. I refused to use it because it could only call home and 911.
Yeah.
So yeah, it never even made its way out of the box.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
a power move right there.
Well, not really a power move, just being...
Well, that's saying to your parents, hey, go big or go home. We're doing the real thing.
Well, yeah, but you know, when you're in 6th grade telling your parents, go big or go home, you're just...
Oh, Brett, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, actually, for the next like 2 years after that, I think I used my iPod as my phone. Downloaded.
You had an iPod too, and you didn't even take the phone out of the box?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. It's kind of grow up, man.
It was an iPod Touch, though.
I know, yeah. I
Okay,
figured.
yeah.
Those are they're phones without data.
Right, yeah. So yeah, I had that. Then I got an iPhone.
When was that? High school?
I think maybe 8th grade.
Really?
I definitely had one in high school.
Did I have one?
To start high school, I had one.
I don't remember when I got one. I know I had it in high school as well. I don't remember if it was going into high school. It was probably around the same time. Maybe 8th grade. I don't remember, though. It's probably going to be another one of those silences we cut out, so
Probably.
we can use this time for...
Kids are getting phones like so early now, though. It seems like.
And I think that just plays into that whole problem we talked about with social media. They're getting started earlier.
Yeah.
They're getting addicted earlier. And I feel like that's an appropriate term to use with it because it is an addiction.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I mean,
Maybe something that needs to be talked about a little more.
it's almost like we have too much, I guess, at our fingertips.
Absolutely. There's too many tools at our disposal. Too many, like, life's almost being lived for us. You know, like there's so many things that we just don't have to do for ourselves.
Yeah. Well,
And then when we do have to do things for ourselves, it makes it that much more difficult because of how many things we have, like, at our fingertips.
yeah.
You know,
I
like,
agree.
when's the last time you had to go to the library to research anything? Never.
No. Yeah, I've
Never.
actually never done that.
It's kind of insane when you think about it.
Yeah.
You don't even have to leave your room, and you could probably get your entire day of schoolwork done. You know, I mean, your bed
Yeah, probably.
on your phone. Boom.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's the way the world is. Thanks a lot, Steve Jobs.
Okay. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
And a non-sarcastic thank you. Because he did do a lot.
I'm going way off course here. Another
for it.
Life of Guideline.
Yep.
So I went to go see a movie this weekend. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Familiar?
Awesome.
Nice.
I loved it. And I don't even think it's bold to say that it is the best Marvel movie. I'm a little high on it right now,
Okay, yeah.
but I think it is the best Marvel movie since Endgame.
Wow.
Yeah. And that includes No Way Home.
Yeah, also a Marvel movie.
Spider-Man. Have you seen No Way Home?
I have seen No Way Home. I have not seen Wakanda Forever.
You might want to make that change in your life.
Okay.
But in the movie,
Mhm.
actually, let's back up a little bit.
All right.
I go to buy the tickets, and unfortunately, in the standard version of the movie showing, there's 6:15 and then 8 o'clock showings. 6:15, I wasn't going to be able to make it. 8 o'clock would have been a little too late because it's a 2-hour and 40-minute movie,
School night.
and we had lifting the next morning at 8 in the morning. So didn't really want to be out that late. So I head over to IMAX, and I hammer the 7 p.m. show.
Naturally.
It's me and my dad.
Mm-hmm.
We walk in. Our movie theater has these recliners that are
Yeah, I'm familiar.
really nice.
Yeah.
We walk into the IMAX theater, and they don't have the recliner seats in the IMAX theater. They just have the regular 90-degree chairs. You know, cushions haven't been replaced since 2010.
The fuck?
And
Are you kidding? How much more did you pay for the IMAX?
I really don't care to share.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Did you say anything?
No, I didn't say anything. I don't ever want to be the problem. So
No.
I keep my mouth shut.
Can I interrupt? Can I?
But,
if I may.
Okay.
They're the problem. They're the problem. You're telling me you paid extra, however much more extra. I'm not going to ask.
Yeah.
And you go in there and you get the rinky-dink 90-degree chairs. Did not even any give?
No give.
No give?
No give.
Did you have to push it down to sit in it?
Yep. But see, the thing is, I'm not going to complain, number one, because they're not going to do anything about it. And number two, the person I'm going to be complaining to is going to be some 17-year-old who's in his junior year of high school that's just trying to make money.
Yeah, he's just trying to get out of there.
Who's just sweeping up popcorn as I walk out. I mean,
Let me just tell you this. You have every reason to be upset about it, though. That's outrageous. I'm upset now.
Yeah, well.
You've made me upset. Because I could care less. I couldn't care less about the screen being however much, you know how they do that big thing?
Right,
the screen's bigger.
Yeah, I didn't really pay for it for that.
The sound is louder, clearer, whatever. It's the chair.
Yeah.
That's the only thing with the IMAX that I give a damn about.
Right. The only reason I went to the IMAX, again, is because that was the only time that I cared to go.
But
so I guess that's on me, but I was walking into the theater thinking I would get a recliner chair.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm just spoiled.
No, that is not the case. And you had every right to.
Maybe recliner chairs are soy. Maybe that's what they're telling us.
We got to get into that now because people are going to be asking questions.
Well, we'll let them think on it for a little bit. But anyways, I didn't actually even get to my main point.
Okay, apologies.
We sit down. Movie scheduled to start at 7, but it doesn't really start until 7:20 previews. We're not even a full preview in, and somebody's 3-year-old starts bawling.
Oh God, that's horrible.
Now, if I wasn't pissed off before, I am sure as hell now.
Yeah, now you're uncomfortable, and you got this kid crying in your ear, kicking the back of your seat.
Actually, I did have that. It wasn't the kid crying behind me, but right when it started, somebody just absolutely super kicks the back of my chair. And
Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweet chin music.
Thankfully, it didn't happen anymore in the show.
Yeah.
But I was like, you got it. So, yeah.
I'm glad the movie was as good as it was, that you enjoyed it that much, because it sounds like a horrible experience other than the movie itself.
Yeah, it was...
Popcorn good?
Yeah, popcorn's always good at the place I go.
Care to name drop or
AMC. I'm homegrown. I'm an AMC guy. A lot of people go into this Imagine now. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I've heard. Word.
Yeah.
Marcus is out there.
For me, you got to go to another town to get to an Imagine. I'm loyal. I'm loyal to my roots.
Respect that.
But I don't know if I'm loyal enough to listen to a 3-year-old.
In an uncomfortable chair. You're in the recliner? The 3-year-old starts crying?
It's a little more bearable.
You just take a deep breath and you sink into it.
Still hurts. But what might be even worse, he did stop crying eventually, so it wasn't throughout the whole movie.
If your kid's crying, you pick them up and you leave. You take them out of there.
Yeah. But possibly the worst moviegoers are the ones who just sit there and talk the entire time to their buddy or whatever. I've had that, where the row ahead of me is a bunch of middle schoolers and they're just laughing and they think
talking about their birthday party at Pump It Up.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And they think it's the funniest thing in the world when they just drop their entire popcorn bucket.
Oh God. And then the 17-year-old kid's got to come.
Yeah. He's
already
had a miserable day.
Yeah.
So now at 10:30 at night he's sweeping this
popcorn off a sticky floor.
Yeah, this 13-year-old's popcorn that he thought.
13-year-old in shorts hanging below his knees. Thought
Right.
it'd be funny.
Yeah. And it's just like, come on. And then, the 13-year-old pulls out his iPhone and just takes a video of the 17-year-old. Something like that.
You know what's funny? Completely off topic here, but
Okay.
related to the shorts over the knees comment, Adam Sandler.
Uh-huh.
Saw him on a magazine the other day at home, my grandpa.
Really?
He was covering an AARP magazine.
Oh, wow. Good for him.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny because we talked about it, and like I couldn't tell you the last time I saw anything Adam Sandler, and then we talked about it, and boom, there he is on my counter.
Do you read AARP?
I don't. I actually don't. I don't read any magazines. Can you believe it? Are you subscribed to any?
Nope.
No,
I'm not.
I think that maybe missed our generation a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we kind of missed the magazine era.
But yeah, Black Panther, go see it. Awesome. Great movie.
Wakanda Forever, not to be confused with Black Panther, the first movie.
Yeah. I thought they did a great job of honoring Chadwick Boseman.
I appreciate
It's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, great movie.
I'll have to go see that, yeah. Put it on the list.
Please do. Just for your own, really for your own good.
Yeah. Well, I'll go see that, and you can go to Texas Roadhouse.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Maybe we even do a little...
Well, we went to Chili's the other night, so I think,
Maybe we do a little dinner and a movie. A little Texas Roadhouse, Wakanda Forever, if you're cool seeing it a second time. Yeah. Maybe we get some reclining chairs. Think about it.
With you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm asking you on a date.
No, yeah, I definitely have to think about that. Because I probably won't. Yeah, we'll cut that.
You know what I wrote down in my notes?
What?
I wrote down one of these days we're actually going to cut all the things that we say cut that about. And nobody's going to know because we're going to cut it all out.
That could be.
But for the time being, I don't think we've cut any single one of the we'll cut that's out.
Yeah, we might not have. Well,
It's kind of crazy to think about.
it's really not up to us. It's really just Alex Malkar's. It's all in his hands.
Well, we got some of the comedic opinion there. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes I feel like it's...
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes I'm funny.
Okay. I don't understand this. Why am I always the bad guy? Why?
Well,
Clue me in.
you win some, you lose some.
No, that's
and
not...
in my case, I just win them all the time.
Nah, that's...
As we can see.
It's a load of barnacles.
This guy right here. This is me. Me right here.
He bought that at Meijer's for $20.
I beat
He bought it
Matt
at a
Lopez
grocery store
in a physical matchup
for $20 US.
For this bad boy right here.
And he's claiming to be a winner.
It's my pride and joy.
Happy for you, man.
Yeah, so that's about all I got. I think we...
Let me check. Let me check. Look at... Well, we're not going to get into this today because I didn't do any of the legwork for it, but I got a request to go over conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah, we'll get into that. We got plenty of time. Also...
Skinwalker Ranch.
Another one coming up. Movie/TV character bracket. I've been working on in the lab.
I caught a sneak peek of it earlier.
Yep.
It looks pretty exciting.
A lot of input from Johnny McGuire.
Another sponsor.
So yeah, take that as you will. But I think this.
We're going to go ahead and wrap this one up.
This about does
We're
it.
Done.
You know what? I'm gonna call it.
And I'm gonna be. This is it, folks.
I'm gonna call it. Yeah.
And this is the end.
This will be an episode, definitely. That I will.
I'm gonna go ahead and play us out here.
I'm gonna end it right there.
Thank you for watching.